What's up, everyone in YouTube land? This is Helpful Hints, and this is a brand new channel. I'm hoping you guys can find this informative. Today I wanted to talk about the difference in cell phone or different type of smart device chargers. As you can see here, I have two Samsung chargers. The one to the left is a Samsung 1 amp charger, and this one to the right is a Samsung 2 amp charger. Now, so what does that mean? Any battery that you have on a smart device is going to have a amp hour or milliamp hour rating. Why is this important to you? Well, your battery can only last so long based upon whatever the phone is drawing upon the battery. In other words, the amperage that the phone is using. The brighter the screen, the more apps you have on, therefore the bigger the amp draw. So if you're using your phone and your phone has a 25 milliamp hour battery, and what milli means is roughly multiplying by 1,000. So if I were to have this particular charger, which is a 1 amp per hour charger, very important detail there, a 1 amp per hour. So this would be a 1,000 milliamp charger per hour, and this is a 2,000 milliamp per hour charger. Now, of course, you're going to lose things like, you know, the transitioning of the current. See, most devices that are smart, tablets and whatnot, run off of 5 volts. So when you plug this into any standard electrical outlet in your home, you're going to be, drawing a lot more volts. Usually here in the United States, it's 120 coming out of your wall. So that means that all that current over there, 120 volts, is being changed and reduced by a voltage regulator down to 5 volts to go into your phone. Now that does seem like a lot of waste, and actually I feel that it is. But what's happening is that this phone, again, this charge, is putting out 1,000 milliamps. So that means that if I plug the phone I'm shooting this video on, has a 2,500 milliamp hour battery. So that means with the charger on the left plugged up, it will simply take 2.5 hours to charge. 1,000 milliamps per hour, do the math, it's pretty simple. With this one, you're looking at 2,000 milliamps per hour. So that means that my phone, if it was plugged up to this one, remember both devices are 5 volt, but the fact that this one is pushing out the one on the right double the amperage than this one, then of course the one on the right, the 2 amp or 2,000 milliamp per hour charger, will charge my phone much quicker. So if you plug your phone in, and one thing that was really confusing me one time, I have a Galaxy Note 10.1 and I didn't have my 2,000 milliamp charger with me. I had my phone charger, which is 1,000, and I plugged it up. And I was going along down the car. We were using an inverter in the car versus going on the 12 volt system. I noticed that my pad wasn't charging. In fact, it was still discharging. And eventually, I ran out of power, and I was really confused about that. Now, a lot of people might know this, and I'm not saying I'm discovering the wheel here, but it made a lot of sense once I found that out. The way I had my screen settings, I was running a couple of apps, I was watching video, I had my Bluetooth headphones on. This charger, I was actually using more milliamps versus what the charger could put into it. So that's why this charger is sold with the Galaxy Note 10.1. But this is still a 5 volt device. That means I can use it with any device that charges off of 5 volt, and that means essentially USB. So I hope that helps. If you want to look, my phone really can't focus in, but you can look at the output of these devices. Again, these are meant to plug into the wall, and it will say input standard, basically 120, and it will then state the output. And again, this one is 1 amp at 5 volts, and this is at 2 amps at 5 volts. All right, guys. So I hope you found that helpful. And